we are in an unprecedented shifting transformation world. As mentioned by Jack earlier, we are moving from the time of peace, of sharing, to more towards strategies of aggression, where leaders are promoting selfish personal interest for localization, and do not care more about localization and cooperation. No? And whether we like it or not, this geopolitical change is actually affecting the way we do business. And that's the reality. And this change, this war is actually not being fought by bombs and nuclear weapons. It's actually being fought with increase in cybersecurity attacks, disinformation promoting personal agenda, tariffs, abduction of leaders, and buying of sovereign countries. You see, these are changes in leadership strategies. Whether it's geopolitics, there's something that can be learned and applied because the way we run businesses has to change. And we are, as businesses, these are not geopolitics issues, but as businesses, our strategies is about winning the war on relevance. It's about winning the war on talent, on data, on infrastructure, and more importantly, winning the war of customers, of mind share, because of the changes brought about by technology. It's all about technology. And if you notice how I frame it as a war, doom and gloom thing, that's primarily because to emphasize how important the change that needs to happen. Because in a time of war, we cannot operate in a peacetime mode. Whatever we've done in the past 30 years during the peace is not going to bring us to the next generation of the disruption brought about by technology. And the war we're fighting, the weapon that we use is actually technology. So, to learn more about technology, this one is the latest in technology from the CES show announced by Hyundai and Boston Dynamics. Humanoid robots being deployed, right? These packing robots are actually being deployed in manufacturing centers of Hyundai, to either replace or work with humans. These packing robots, they're actually either taking over, or changing the dynamics. Again, whether we like it or not, it's happening. In terms of education, teachers and educators are concerned about over-reliance of AI because students are just copying and pasting and not really truly learning. And yet, despite the challenges brought about by AI, there are startups that are also using AI to help students improve their learning. Alpha School from the US says that their student only studies for 2 hours using AI. I myself, the founder of BetterEd, we are building educational technologies to counter the problems brought about by Gen AI. So you see, the tools, the AI is merely a tool. It can be used for good, right? Like students being over-reliant and not developing critical thinking, or it can be used for good. To use this technology so that we can teach and personalize education to our younger generation. In healthcare, AI is already immersive. They listen to the conversation of the patients and the doctors and being able to transcribe the conversation at the point of care. Right? So now immediately you'll be able to get patient information as it happens. This of course translates to death of translation because now AI is doing everything. It's being immersive. Similarly, this is probably more of you would probably be familiar, the story of Klarna, where they retrenched 700 people in 2024 because they were able to reduce their handling time, only to realize that it's actually not going to work. And in 2025, they rehired some of their employees because their customer satisfaction dipped. Why? Because AI do not have empathy. But they did not go back to the manual operations. They're now doing more hybrid, a combination of AI and human to actually perform their operations. And global studies have shown that many organizations, this is from BCG, who actually use AI in their customer service is able to reduce their handling time as well as increase in their customer satisfaction surveys. Numbers have shown increase in efficiency gain, increase in NPS scores if you're able to properly leverage technology in your service delivery. Now, why do we need to pick a fight? Well, for one, the battle with technology is going to be harsh. No, it's gonna change the way we do things. AI is everywhere. It's not only in the world. It's not only in your chat. It's going to be in everything that you do, and it moves at a lightning speed. So complacency is gonna be lethal. If you move things slowly, it's gonna kill your business. Because AI is gonna replace everything. So we need to be aggressive. We need to be competitive. And the good thing about picking a fight is that we can all unify towards a common threat. Like if all companies here work together and make Philippines relevant as we are now, I'm sure we'll be able to win. So we need to pick a fight and be more aggressive in how we're doing things. So how do we win the war? This is what I frame as the super agents. Super agents, unlike traditional agents, are augmented by AI. They're able to get access to AI in real time while the conversation is going or while the task is being done. Unlike traditional agent where they retrieve data from a database, save data from a database, this one, they're able to get the information in real time, get suggestions from AI. They do not just follow scripts, but they solve problems. At the same time, they are not low-cost order takers, but they are thinking, strategic people who can deliver more value than just following orders. As a strategy, of course, then we're looking into operations where we do not just respond and react, receive a call and respond. Rather, we should be able to predict and initiate. If there's a problem happening, we might as well send it to the client before they start complaining. And as a business, right, it's not just call centers, back-end operation. We should be part of the control and command center of our clients. I think that's the only way that we'll be able to survive and make ourselves relevant. This formula is very simple. My secret ingredient, humans plus AI agents become super agent. So let me introduce, at least for those of you not that familiar, what is an AI agent? Essentially, it's an AI that understands a goal. You give it a certain goal, it can perform a plan. Based on the plan, it will be able to execute it. It's not just merely ChatGPT. It's a bit beyond that. It's that it can operate in a sequence of steps.